Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Incompetent Nerds. A toilet just flushed behind me. I got my homie Mark the Butcher. I like that one. That's gonna be your nickname from this episode, Mark the Butcher. Let's keep this ball rolling.
I like it.
So
I like it. And I love how the toilet flush right on cue. That could not have been any better. Welcome to amateur podcasting, folks.
It is the greatest there is. We are the best there is. We're the most incompetent and competent there is. So let's get this train moving with Mark the Butcher. What is our topics for today?
Our topics for today, we get the last week in March. We're talking about spring training, or not spring training, but baseball is back. Opening day was yesterday. My Dodgers won 12-5, 8 home runs, absolutely killed it. The Dodgers have been killing it the last few years on their opening day, just absolutely destroying the teams, but doesn't always lead to a good outcome. So I don't really hold a lot of high hopes, but yeah, I mean my PSN name growing up was Mark is a Dodger fan, so I do care about the sport. But Tank and I just wanted to talk today just about some news in general for the year, plus how our viewing and fandom habits have changed over time as we gotten older and gotten more wiser and whatnot. But yeah, you wanna kick it off? Any news?
Sure thing. And to kick it off, not to outshine your Dodgers, but Cubs and the Padres. Cubs straight up destroyed them with 24-6 on Sunday.
24-6? Oh my God, I didn't even see that.
Yep, and that was this Sunday.
That's insane.
So, to all the Padre fans out there, sorry, not sorry, I guess.
San Diego.
What do you expect from San Diego?
That was still in spring training?
Yeah, that was still spring training.
24-6.
That shows you what to expect, though.
So yesterday the Cubs beat the Rangers 12-4. So you still off to a great start right there.
Oh yeah. Then, oh crap, what was this? March 12th, the Reds beat the Cubs 12-3. Didn't expect that.
It happens. Spring training. Spring training. Most starting pitchers only pitch a few innings, and then they bring out the second string and then even the third string guys, because it's basically a proving ground to see who's gonna make the squad. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool. Back in college, I got to go every year, so that was fun to have something to do.
In Arizona, lucky bastard.
Yeah, so there's 15 teams in Arizona, and then there's 15 teams in Florida, but the Cubs play in Arizona.
Yep.
So that was cool seeing their stadium. There's a lot of Cubs fans randomly that just show up everywhere.
Dude, when there's a Cubs game in your city, just expect a shit ton of Cubs fan.
Yeah, it's everybody comes out of nowhere. There's the Brewers stadium is sort of in the hood in in Phoenix, but people somehow just make it there. It's kind of crazy. And then the Giants have Scottsdale, and Angels have Tempe, so they're all young people in bars and just flags flying all over the place. But the Dodgers play with the White Sox in Glendale, so that's basically the suburb. So there's not a whole lot going on out there, but yeah, it's pretty cool, man. If you ever get the chance to come out here or check out Florida, it's a cool time to see a game, because you can see the whole roster from major league stars to the young people coming up to guys just starting out. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that back when you were in college, and how you were out there doing your stuff, and then every once in a while when spring season comes around, when training season, you're just yo, I'm gonna catch a couple games out here. I'm just gonna ride around.
It's definitely fun, man. And this is the time of year where everything starts warming up in the Southwest, so it's not bad weather either. I mean, compared to this year, it's definitely better than rain for sure.
Yeah, I feel this, not to get off just get off topic, but I feel this weather.
Yeah, you're good.
This winter went by very quickly.
Yeah, I noticed that, because for me, when it rains, I don't want to do anything. I just want to go to work, go home, like be inside as quickly as possible, like make something warm, like eat it, and go to bed. Like I didn't go out as much just because it's not you can't do outdoor activities when it's raining and just things get all wet, take forever to dry. It really it really makes time go by quick,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, back on topic. When it comes to getting back to like my viewership, when I was a kid, uh, it was weird. I always liked, for some weird reason, I liked the Sox when I was a kid,
Hmm.
and growing up, it was like, oh, I'm a Sox fan, I'm a Sox fan, and my father would be like, no, you're not. And to be truthful, it's like I wasn't. It was because of growing up, it was those damn commercials, baseball commercials, and who was it on the Sox? Was it? I think what was his name? Frank Thompson, I think his name was.
Frank
Frank
Thomas,
Thomas. There
yeah.
you go. Yeah, I was close. When I used to play baseball games with my brother, be it that what was it called? Not RBI. I think it was like RBI, created by 989
RBI
Studios.
baseball.
Yep. For
Yeah, yeah,
like the
yeah. I think they still
PlayStation.
make like a phone game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they went from phone game because there's not many baseball video games that are out there other than that other than Sony's studios making that one. But I remember I used to play as the Sox because he had a great batting average, and I was constantly
Hmm.
rocking it. I'm like, oh, and I became a Sox fan. But then after that, it was like I'm a straight
Yeah,
Cubs fan. Like I deep down, I was always
yeah.
like a Cubs fan. So
Well, the Sox play on the south side, right? And
yeah,
you live on the north
North
side,
Side,
and you live where closer to Wrigley Field.
pretty much. I live. Yeah, I'm a few neighborhoods down from Wrigley, but then again, my city growing up, two teams, one city. North side, south side. You find a bunch of Sox fans on the north side, and you find a bunch of Cubs fans on the south side.
How is it like being in Chicago and like I guess obviously sports is like very important to Chicago, but having like two teams and sort of like have a whole like sort of a city divided, if you will, but like
It is.
I don't know. In LA, it's very like even though I mean, the Angels play in Orange County and they were renamed LA Angels, and like, their Angels are by Disneyland, whatever. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows OC can be an Angel fan, that's fine. But like here, it's like if you're not a Dodger fan, like you don't like baseball and like you don't like America. Almost. That's what it's like the culture in LA.
Yeah,
Like even when you were here, you bought the hat,
I did.
but just because it's like it's so entranced like around everything you do. But I'm curious, like how is Chicago baseball culture different?
There's it is a city divided when it comes to the baseball. Of course, you have your north side, south side. Not in terms of the people, but in terms of just the lines. One thing that's funny is yeah, it's separated, but the transit connects you to both stadiums. So you got the red line that
Okay.
connects you to the guarantee rate field, which is the dumbest name ever. No, yeah,
Is
guarantee rate field with an arrow going down, which is like, I think that's bad luck for your
that a good
Sox.
rate?
Yeah, and you got the Wrigleyville or Wrigley Field going up north, and it's funny because it's both share the same line. With my experience, I've been to both Sox games and Cubs games, and I always notice Sox games. Their stadium is way bigger than the Cubs, but it is
Hmm.
never. I never see a full house. Every time I've gone, I have never seen a full house. Where for the Cubs, it's always full. Even if they have a bad season, back before they even won the World Series, it was always full. Thus giving them the nickname the lovable losers. Because they had the biggest fan
Yeah.
base. Every year was their year. Even though they even though in the beginning, like regular season, it was just they play like shit. Okay, now here comes playoffs and everything. Like they're still playing like shit. It's like okay, whatever. But when they started to get good, and the Ricky's family, brought them in and told Chicago, like, told all Cubs fans, saying like, hey, it might not be today, but we are promising you we are gonna get that world championship. Just gotta give us time. And sure enough, we fucking got it. We broke the curse, the age old curse of the go of the ball of all types of stuff. Um, it was just crazy in how it just happened. And I still remember where I was at when they won the World Series. Because for me, I hardly watch baseball, especially when it's their regular season. But
Yeah,
every now and then I
it's a
do
lot
tune
of
into it.
games.
Yeah, it's a lot of games, but if I
Yeah,
catch it, I'll tune into it. I'll let it play. I won't
right,
like stay focused on it. I'll like do other stuff I'm hearing in the background. But then if something major
right.
happens, that's when I poke my head through, like, ah, fuck, I missed it.
Yeah.
Um, but going to the games. Oh, let me get back on track. But where I was at for the 2016 World Series, I was with my friend and we were at his boy's house, which is shockingly, Buddy didn't live that far from me. So we're there, we're drinking, and it was by far the most stressful night ever. My guy, who
Yeah,
has high
extra
blood
innings.
pressure, it was kicking in, and he just quit smoking. So when they did that rain delay, and
Yeah.
everybody went in, me and my guy went outside for a cigarette, and he goes, "Let me get one." I'm like, "Bro, I thought you quit." He goes, "I don't care, give me one." I'm like, "All right, here you go." I give him one, and he straight says, it was like the cartoons and how when the guy's mad, he just puffs the whole cigar, the cigarette in one hit. That's what he did.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
So finally, we calm our nerves. We go back upstairs. We got a couple drinks ready, and it's like, all right, because one of the guys was just chilling up there still. We're like, what happened? Any word? Like, oh, they're about to come out in a bit. We're like, okay, cool. More commercials come up. We're talking. Then they get back on the field, and that's when they started just. They needed that break. It was like that was a godsend. That rain delay
Yeah.
really like changed it because I feel like if that didn't happen and they couldn't like just come back and regroup, I feel like we would have
Right.
lost it.
I think Joe Madden said that in the post game too. I think he told them to like not panic and like stay focused and like that there were still that the game could go to extra innings and then
Yeah.
it did. You know.
And then
But
as
yeah, who says baseball isn't romantic, right?
it is, yeah, it's a very romantic sport. Just to see him, and with that final fucking out, and Buddy put that ball in his pocket, and they all ran up.
In his pocket.
We all jumped. We were screaming. Ah! We went wild. So my guys, because my guy was Uber. He was doing a Uber or Lyft. He goes,
Hmm.
"Come on, I gotta go make me some fucking money." Because everybody's already now to in transit to
Yeah.
Wrigley. So when I pull up Uber and Lyft on my phone, the surge prices were ridiculous. The whole city was just surging. Everybody, because everybody and the main hotspot, of course, was Wrigley. And then on Snapchat,
Right.
I don't know, Mark, you have Snapchat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
On Snapchat, I don't know if you ever noticed that geotagging or the locations, how you can see
Yeah.
certain hotspots.
Right.
Wrigleyville was the hottest spot at that time.
It was just bright red.
Everybody was sharing their stories. Everybody's in Wrigley. You got people climbing poles. You got people jumping up and down. You got people with the American flag, the Cubs flag, the Chicago flag. People are just going bonkers. You got people running out of bars with pitchers and people running around the streets with bottles. People are just going nuts, just cheering and celebrating. And shockingly, only 6 people were arrested that night. I thought, in my mind, growing up, if the Cubs have ever won the World Series, it'll be like the
Hmm.
Great Chicago Fire all over again. Because this place will be fucking lit. But to hear that, when I found out like only 6 people were arrested during the celebration of the World Series at Wrigleyville, I was like, what? I wasn't like what you call it? I wasn't mad. I was kind of happy. Like, okay, that means people really, really, both behaved and also had fun. Especially if it was that low number.
Right.
And I
It's
was
funny
like,
that you said only 6 people got arrested because it's like
you expected so
that's
much
like a
more.
terrible thing to happen. Yeah, of course. But I mean, LA's the same way. Like they were when every time the Dodgers make it to the World Series, they just like prep and they just like get ready for like if they win, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yep. It will, dude. Just give it time, or maybe if you guys get the right ownership, just gotta give it.
Yeah, I think in like the history of like my fandom at least, the Dodgers like they always do good, but they never do good enough kind of thing because they always make it, but then they never finish it. But like recently, like especially since after I saw got to see spring training in college and like since I've been back, I've noticed myself like because I can always just sit down and watch a baseball game like
Yeah.
3 hours, no distractions, like I'm
Yeah.
in it, right? It could be a pitcher's duel, it can be like a hitters like game, I don't care. But it seems that like today, like more and more people always come up to me and they hit me with the like, "Oh, baseball's so boring," or like, "I don't get it," or it's like, and it's like it's hard to like rationalize to those people like how intricate the game is because there is like a lot of strategy to it. And it's like it just seems like people have like less and less attention spans, and so like just sitting down to do something for 3 hours is like shocking to anybody nowadays. You know what I mean? But when they are in the playoffs, it was cool. Like I saw one of the games from a bar at Union Station downtown, and it's just like it was wall to wall people. Like all the screens are just trained to the channel, and like everybody's just cheering and then like sighing and then crying obviously when they lost, but it was just like everybody was like together.
Yeah.
So that's like awesome to see when it happens. But then like on an individual level, like when people are like, "Oh, baseball's so boring, like I hate baseball, I don't like baseball," I find myself like saying like, it brings people together. It's a social sport, and it does take a lot of strategy and a lot of skill. And the fact that it is 162 games and the playoffs means like 99.9% of the time the best team is going to win no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's not about money or it's not about skill, but it's about how deep is the rotation, how deep is your lineup. If someone goes down, can somebody fill in for them? That kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it's a true test of like who is the best.
Yeah.
Obviously football has 16 or 17 games plus the playoffs, but like anything can happen in one game. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like quarterback goes down first play of the game of the Super Bowl, you're like not having a good Super Bowl after that, right?
Exactly.
So it is a true test of like who is the best team in my opinion. And now I find myself trying to like I try to share baseball with more people. Like you and I have been to a Dodger game. We walked around Wrigley Field. We walked around Fenway. So we've walked around the 3 oldest stadiums in the country.
Yeah.
And like I try to go to a baseball game with my buddy every year at a different ballpark. So we got all of Southern California down, and now we're looking into another one. But it's more about bringing people together, and the feeling and the culture you get of just watching that sport you played when you were 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And for me, baseball was always huge in my family. Brother played baseball, played Little League growing up. I always wanted to play, but never felt I had the skills. But baseball was always huge.
Yeah.
And that's why it's still considered one of my favorite sports. Even though I'm not actively watching it or actively know who wears what or who bats what or who pitches what. For me, I don't care. I just love it I just love baseball for the sport of it. I don't care for the math or all the other shit that goes into it. I just love it for the sport.
Yeah.
And I say you called it. It is it is a romantic sport.
Yeah, of course. Because it's like so many beautiful things can happen. There's like so many opportunities for good moments.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you watch. You don't watch to see the best team. I've noticed that like as I gotten older, I care a little bit less and less about like I used to be really angry. Like I used to hate Giant fans, and I used to like just like have super team camaraderie, obviously.
Yeah.
But like I love the Dodgers. I'll never love another team more. But the way like just logistics are and how players get traded and stuff. It's more about the culture and like the people you're surrounded with in the stands rather than, the other, like, who has the best team, right?
No, I definitely agree, and I really felt like that 2016 the best team was the Cubs. Oh, should I share that story about when we betted in 2016?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh man, that shit was hilarious. So, and it was on my birthday too. At that, so
Yep.
what'd you call it? So it was my birthday. My brother and my sister take me out to go eat. Take me out to eat. Where was I at? Connie's Pizza. And as we're there, we're talking about, my brother's talking about, hey, we're going to a Cubs game afterwards, and we're gonna drink and keep it on going. And we're like, okay, cool. And that's when I check. I'm like, oh shit, they're going against. I totally forgot they were going against the Dodgers. So I messaged Mark. I'm like, hey bud, I'm going to a Cubs. Going to a little party for the Cubs and Dodgers game. What you doing? You're like, watching the Cubs and Dodgers game right now. I'm like, all right, cool. So I get there, get a couple drinks. Me and Mark are still chatting back and forth. I'm like, hey man, it's still 0-0, and it's like second, third inning. I say we still have a chance. Want to put money down on it? You said, fuck it, let's do it. $20 each, let's go. So the game's going. We're both celebrating. I'm sending Mark shit as the Cubs are in the lead, and then he sends me shit as the Dodgers are in the lead. Then towards the end of the game, Cubs win, and they knocked off the Dodgers. And I respond back to him in all caps saying, Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. No response. It's like 15 minutes later, I get no response from Mark. I'm like, damn, I didn't mean to be like that. Hopefully he's not like mad at me or salty. No, 15 minutes later, I get a response from my bank saying Mark has transferred $20 into your account. I damn near lost my mind. I was like, damn, bro. I'm like, thanks, bro. You're a good sport. You're like, I really feel like he just lost all his, he just lost his faith in the Dodgers.
So sad, man.
Oh man.
That was the Dodgers were like 11th time in the NLCS, and I'm just, and like I've seen most of them in my lifetime, and it's just like they always just go down, and I'm just like, come on. And then the next year, 2017, they beat the Cubs handedly, but we did not put money on that one.
No, we did not. And you know what? I wasn't gonna call you and tell you we should put money on it. Until I started seeing them just getting wrecked. I'm like,
wrecked. They got
not
super
call
wrecked.
him or talk to him. Maybe not give him a chance to win his $20 back. Maybe this year we could do this.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good time. It's always a good time. It's a good memory.
Yeah, and I still want to do what we both planned was to, go to the game at Wrigley and then go to the game at Fenway and then, check out any other.
Yeah, we should have taken that tour, man.
Yeah, we should have. But
freaking Jordan and his neediness, but also taking a tour after a red-eye flight would like probably not have been the same, an ideal thing to do.
Nah. Because, you want to be surprised. You want to see everybody in there. You want to see everybody just all rowdy. Or as you're walking through to get a hot dog, somebody gets popped in the nose. It's like, oh, shit, there's a fight. Hold on, bro. Let me just put some mustard in my shit. Oh, man. Man, remember that time when we did go to the Dodgers game, man? We had we just ate, and we're there. I'm like, hey, bro, I know we just ate, but we're at a baseball game. We need and you just feel like we need a hot dog. How can we be at a game without a hot dog? Let's go. Then you took me all the way to the top for a hot dog. We go up there.
To show you the top. It was a nice view.
Oh, it was a great view. We go up there, check out the view, the sun setting, and I gave you that look like you really know how to. You are really a romantic, Mark. You know a way to a man's heart, and you're fucking dying.
I know the spots. Yep.
I was like, don't make me tell your girl about you. Over here taking me to places and romantic stuff.
That's too funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wish I could say you were the first person I took there.
That was either or. That was just a
Oh
great
man.
spot. I still look at those pictures and I'm like, man, I want to go back to LA and check it out again. Walk along the pier, even go swim in that ocean. Even though the only thing I had was my feet touching it.
Yeah, it was cold, man. Pacific Ocean is no joke.
Oh my god, that was so cold. Which is so weird because when I was in Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico's slap in the middle of the hot current. That
Atlantic, yeah.
oh my god, it was so warm. I was like, jeez, I thought it was supposed to be cold.
Yeah.
Then I go to LA and it's the exact opposite. I was like, jeez, I thought it was supposed to be warm. Then I look up the current. I'm like, oh, there's a cold current coming this way. That's why it's so goddamn cold.
Yeah. Yep. That was wow. We blew through like 35 minutes. That was quick. That felt like 2 seconds.
Well, it's actually 25 minutes.
Oh, 25
Yes,
minutes.
sir.
Oh yeah. We were bullshitting beforehand.
Yeah, we were bullshitting beforehand, talking about crap. So let's get onto this. This is kind of scary to me, but also kind of just like wow. So today is the 29th. I'll add this
Mm-hmm.
link to the description below.
Okay.
There's an article by NBC Sports stating that there was some leaked information about the Ricketts family selling the Cubs,
Ooh.
and I didn't read the full article. I was just going through parts of it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was crazy due to the fact that it's due to debt and other issues that they might be
Yeah.
selling, and it was just constant emails between what's his name, Joe Rickett, and basically presenting presenting deal points and other stuff to bankers, lawyers, and consultants about selling the Cubs, and I didn't see a number at this point in terms
Right.
of how much, but to tell you the truth, I think the Cubs are worth in the billions now. They bought them. I think they bought them when they were 400 when they were worth 400 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say with the basically the transformation of Wrigleyville, this the transformation of the field, extending it along with Cubs licensings and merchandise,
Right.
and the fact
Right.
that they won the 2016. I was about to say Super Bowl. What the fuck?
Right.
2016 World Series.
World Series.
I think they were ranked. I want to say the Cubs are worth. I think they were like something billion. I want to say like four. Nope, I was wrong. The Cubs are currently worth $2.15 billion.
Okay. Okay. That's not bad from what they. I think like if you look at that number from like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Let me see. The Cubs Tribune Media, $107 million for the broadcast country remained a 5% ownership in the team, a deal that values the Cubs at $2.15 billion.
2.15. Yeah, the Dodgers looks like according to the LA Times are 2.4, but that was something from. It looks like. Oh no, here's something from Forbes. Now they're worth more than 3.5.
Oh, look at that. See,
That's kind of
3.5.
crazy.
Yep. 3.5 billion. Oh, right here. Team value $2.9 billion. And they paid, coming from Forbes, 700 million. Oh, my now my numbers were wrong. But they still freaking went up there, damn near close
Almost
to,
tripled.
yeah. Whew. And look at this. Their main money maker is market in terms of value.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that bigger teams like the Dodgers and like the Cubs, like they make a lot of money on selling shit that's like not for to people who don't live in Chicago or
Oh,
LA
of
or like who
course.
can't go to a game. Because again, it's like just that culture of like being a Cubs fan or being a Dodger fan, and like no matter where you are, where you live, like people want to be a part of that, you know?
Oh yeah. It's just crazy. Like, holy crap. And I'm looking at the historical value of income. Through
Mm-hmm.
2009, their annual income was basically 29.7 million. and then 2018, it is $102 million.
Yeah. I mean, just walking around Wrigleyville, like you can definitely see it, like
Oh yeah,
all the bars now and all the stores and all the stuff that's surrounding the area now. Because
yeah.
like it's not like they just want you to go there and see the game. They want you to go there and go to the bar and go to the
They,
place to eat and like spend
yeah,
your money and
they want you basically. They want you to stay there and spend your money there. They don't want you to go,
right.
like you said, like they don't want you to go and check out a game and that was it, and then you go somewhere else. Wrigleyville was always known as like basically the party city or party neighborhood of Chicago. Everybody goes out there to
Yeah.
celebrate not just cuz, but birthdays, celebrations,
Anything.
anything that's going on. It's
Right.
always like it's up and popping in Wrigleyville, no matter what. Hell, you surprised me when
Right.
when you found out there was two country bars, and as many times I've been out there, I have never seen those damn bars because it never caught my attention.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they go in there, like I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, leave it up to Mark to find a country bar in Wrigleyville. The first one really felt like this bar was like in Kentucky or something, and then we go to the second one, which was a little bit more modern. I'm like, oh, he's feeling this one because they're playing all the right tracks and he's with the right people. As I'm just sitting down, just swallowing this beer.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I took you to Sluggers
it's crazy.
too.
Sluggers was fun. That was a good memory. Like just the concept of like batting cage or a bar that's a batting cage is like awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was when I took you there. I'm like, hey, we gotta go to Sluggers. What's that? Don't worry about it. You'll fucking enjoy it. Let's go. So we go up there. I didn't even take you to the bar first. I just told the guy, hey, we're going upstairs and we might come back down to the bar. He's like, all right, cool. Go upstairs. And as soon as we see the batting cages, your face lit up. You're like, yes. You asked buddy for some tokens. You're like, hey, can I get 4 tokens? He's like, It's like $6.
It's 8 or something like that. It's like $6 for 12 ball. I was like, what?
Yep.
It's a crazy price, but I guess they can charge what they want.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I missed that. That was pretty. That was overall. That was a great night. That was a fun night.
It was, man. It was
And
for
then the
sure. It
same.
was almost a year ago, I believe. It was
It was a year ago.
Weekend.
Yep.
Crazy times.
And it's funny because that
Time
same.
flies.
Yeah, it does. Time flies when you don't pay attention to it. Cause
Yeah.
yeah, cause my photos on my iPhone, it comes up with memories. Google does the same thing, and it was telling
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
what you call it. It was saying, oh, look at photos from last year, your memories. I'm checking them out. I'm like, holy crap, this is when Mark was in town, and I'm looking through. I'm like, oh my god, I remember all these.
Yeah. Yeah. We packed a lot in a weekend.
We did. We did. Oh my god, my legs were killing me. My legs were on fire. I'm like, I walk, but damn, I don't walk as fast as Mark though.
It's just I think it's good exercise though. It's like plus I
No,
got skinny legs.
yeah, and we're both flat-footed.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind
That's
of
why I wear cowboy boots.
it,
It helps.
it works hand in hand.
Yep, for sure.
Oh man, yeah, that threw me off when all that walking. I think it was in L.A. I noticed you were flat-footed. We were doing all that
Okay.
walking. The way you had your walk, your little strut. I'm like, I looked down at your feet.
I
I'm
hate
like,
when
this
people call
motherfucker.
it a little strut because strut sounds cool, and then you just add the word little to
Little.
it, and you just take it all away.
Well, Mar, you got that. You got that kind of strut.
Sure.
Oh man, but yeah, when I noticed, I'm like, this guy has a walk to it. And I look at your feet. I'm like, he's flat-footed. I was like, holy shit, he's flat-footed like me. Oh
So
man.
what does flat-footed actually mean logistically?
Your feet point outwards. They're not pointing straight. There's flat-footed, there's
Oh,
normal, and then there's pigeon toe. Pigeon toe is basically your feet go inwards.
right. So
And,
in, but got it.
yeah, so it's funny. also those are the type of people who trip often. Where flat people or people who are flat-footed tend to almost break their ankles half the time.
I feel
There's
like
not even tripping hazard. Next thing you know, just ah. Unless that's
I
just me.
never when I try to walk straight is when I trip. That's when I have a problem.
Oh, me, it's just me regularly. There's times when I try to walk straight and it becomes me walking straight on a flat plane is a tripping hazard. Well, fixing my
Interesting.
feet straight. Me walking with my feet straight is a tripping hazard.
Hmm.
Um, but it's funny because I'm flat-footed, my sister's not, and my brother is pigeon-toed. What the hell?
Man, I gotta write 23andMe and see if they can look into that. 'Cause that's gotta be genetics. There's no way.
Yeah. Talking about 23andMe, I want to check that out so bad. Did you actually did that?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And I'm just like I'm mad because Ancestry and Me is like they always send those emails of sales to my inbox, and Ancestry and Me like shows you like what different areas and like helps connect you to like possible matches and like possible DNA connections.
Yeah.
But 23andMe is more like it's more health like conscious stuff and more like okay, like this is about my body and this is like from my genetics and whatnot. But it's really comprehensive. It shows you like it gives you a lot of information for like what you pay.
Okay. Like, oh, according to your DNA and history and your family history, you have a gambling problem. Wait, what?
And then what's cool is like once you get your DNA. I mean, I don't know how much you know about like the whole like controversy about like storing. They're basically like what they're doing is like they're using our DNA samples and they're like selling them to companies because it's data and they're using that
Yeah.
data to like do research. But I don't know. I have the opinion like what the hell am I ever gonna do with my DNA? Like I'm not gonna know what to do with it, you know.
Shoot it
So
down the toilet.
I guess it exactly. At least if it's in a better hands, then maybe they can do something useful with it. But so you can download your like raw data in like
Yeah.
a PDF or like I think it's like a notebook file, and then there's other companies where like you can submit it and they can like tell you more traits or like you can unlock more stuff and whatnot. So it's pretty cool to do it just like once and then have it.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing it just to find out more about just my ancestry. I don't really care
Mhm.
about the other stuff. It was just more about my ancestry. I was being the big old history fanatic that I am. I always wanted to see like I even told my mother's and her response was fucking hilarious. She's like, "Why you want to do that?" I'm like, she goes, "There's no mean to them." I'm like, I just want to see like where I'm from. She goes, "Motherfucker, you're from the hood. That's where you're from."
My mom literally said the same exact thing. Literally, she's like, "You don't need to know where you come from. Me, like, what's the problem? Like, what are you worried about?" I was
Oh,
like, "No, mom, it's more than that." But
it
but
is.
now it's funny now that the Italy trip's coming up, and I'm telling her like, "Oh, you know, I'm gonna go see where like you know great grandma's buried, and like try to take a picture of the grave and whatnot." And now she's like hella interested.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, like this is making sure this is what you gotta ask them and whatnot."
You say your
So
mama speaks Italian, right?
yeah, we speak Italian.
We speak because last time I told you that question, you're like, I can't hold a conversation, but I speak it okay.
I can like if we're lost and like we're in a Italian speaking country, like we'll be okay. But can I write a paper? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Well, enjoy your trip. When is your trip? Isn't it this summer?
No, it's I leave next Thursday.
Wait, what? You didn't tell me this.
I did tell you this. We were trying to plan when we are going to cast and
Oh
I was like,
yeah,
I'm leaving.
you're leaving. You're leaving Thursday. You probably land there Friday. Act a fool.
Probably. I mean, I will, hopefully.
No, I'm talking about I don't know how long the flight is from here to Italy.
It's so we leave at it's kind of cool. We leave at 7:20 p.m. in LA on Thursday night, and then we arrive 7:20 p.m. Friday in Rome.
Nice. Damn, that's a whole day.
I know it's not a day of like flying, but it's
Yeah.
like the time difference.
Oh my god. You're gonna be jet lagged like a mother flower.
I got some like hacks. We have a travel episode, so I'll save them for that. But yeah, I got some ideas on how to curb it.
On the
Some
curb
things
trip.
work really well. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. Um. Damn. Well, enjoy your trip. Take a lot of photos, and don't forget to send them my way. And knowing you, you're probably gonna take your Dodgers hat and probably try to catch a game out there.
Yeah, I didn't know Italians played baseball. I do want to get like an AC Milan jersey because they are one of my favorite soccer teams, even though they're god awful, terrible for like a long time. But we'll see what happens. Speaking of photos, I never got that postcard you were supposed to send me.
Oh
Did
yeah.
you?
So about that. So I got the postcards, but I never
Why?
shipped them from DC.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, when I made it to the airport, I checked in and I checked in. I passed security and everything. I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I'm going through my bag, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't." My plan was to once I got the postcards to go back to the city and go to the post office and send them out. Totally forgot about that. So I was kind of mad. I was like, "Damn it!" So you're gonna get the postcard, but there's gonna be a freaking Chicago stamp on it.
Oh, that's all right. When I flew to you, I sent a Detroit postcard to Lincoln with I'm sure it had a Chicago stamp on it when it got there because I just dropped it in your mailbox.
Yeah, you did. I remember
'Cause I
that.
was like not I was not trying to drop it in the Detroit airport. Also, where do you drop mail in a Detroit airport? Like or any airport, I guess is a good question.
Some airports have it because O'Hare has one, but when I was in the Ronald Reagan Airport in D.C. or Arlington, I don't even know if that's considered either D.C. or Arlington, but
Hmm.
I totally forgot about it. So I ran up to one of the guys working the shops. I'm like, "Hey, is there's a post office?" They're like, "No, there's no post office, but there's a customer service, and where you can deliver, they'll deliver the mail for you." I'm like, "Is that in this terminal?" Like, no, you got to step out of security, go to that area, and then go back through security again. I
Uh,
was like, "Oh
yeah.
hell no!" I was like, "You know what? I'll just go ahead and send these another
So
time."
you remembered while you were leaving,
Basically, like, as soon as I got through the
right?
terminal, put on everything, and then I remembered I went to the shop to go buy some
Right.
water and some gum. And right when I opened up my bag to throw my bottle of water, because the new book bag I got has like a little cooling compartment. The cards were in there. I was
All
like,
right.
"Damn it!"
Fancy guy.
Yep, I needed a new bag.
All right, whatever you say, man. Do what you gotta do.
It's called a weekender.
Sure, sure,
Package to
sure.
throw that. You know how your little hiking backpack has a little water trunk thingy in the back?
Yeah, it's called a bladder, but sure.
Well, that thing. Well, I could stuff one in there too, or I could put my
Okay, that's
laptop.
cool.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty sick. Did you eat at any of the places I sent you?
No, I didn't hit I didn't hit none of those places. My whole focus was to get these memorials because I didn't have much time.
Yeah,
And
you were on a tourist grind,
I was straight up just,
as I
dude.
like to call it.
I hit up. I did catch Capital One Arena or whatever the hell it's called. I randomly
What's
walked
that one?
into it. It's like an arena. It's just like a stadium. I want to say it's like an all state arena or similar to where they have shows and not actual like games. It's more like place for
Oh,
shows,
nobody
concerts and
plays
stuff.
there.
Yeah, nobody. I don't think anybody plays there if I'm not mistaken. But
Got it.
and if they do, it's probably like soccer or hockey or whatever, like something to do indoors.
Something weird.
Yeah. Well, there was a. I think it was a rap concert or something. There was a bunch of DJ. No, it was like a DJ something. I seen on the side. I just wasn't paying too much attention. But everything was all hip hop related. So as I'm walking past, I just stumble upon it because now I'm just trying to get back to my hotel. My legs are killing me. I'm beat. All I want was my goddamn steak and go to sleep.
Yep.
So I
Yep. Yep.
stumble
Yep.
upon it. I'm like, holy crap. And I see everybody outside. And bro, it just smelled like straight dro out there. I was like, Yep, it's a hip hop concert. Let me
It's
just
a
get
hip hop.
past. Everybody's out there. Everybody's smoking, talking crap. You know, there was some arguing going on. I'm like, I just need to get on the. I just need to find one of these damn scooters and get to my damn hotel. Sure enough, found the scooter, got to my hotel.
Nice,
But I did
nice,
snap a picture of the arena.
nice.
Oh man.
So yeah, it says it's owned by Monumental Sports Entertainment. It's home to the Washington Capitals, the
Oh.
Washington Wizards, and it looks like the Georgetown men's basketball team plays there. Oh, and the Washington Mystics women's basketball.
Okay. I didn't even bother
So
to
they
look
do,
that up. So they
but
do play sports there,
yeah,
and they just transform it to like whatever event that goes on out there.
yeah, makes sense.
It
It's like the
does.
Staples Center here.
Yeah, or the All-State Arena, All-State Arena here, or what is it? United Center here, even the Rosemont Convention Hall. Rosemont, is this a convention hall? They don't really do much like sporting events. I remember WCW went there once, and it was weird because where we're all sitting was on the floor. It's like I need something
Oh,
higher. I need
interesting.
to see the ring. Like
How itch? That's so weird.
it's like all the chairs are like on. There's like it's not stadium seating. It's like, and was like
Right.
WCW was there, and then WCW came back again, and this time they were in the United Center. Now that was much more enjoyable.
Right.
Then we went to oh my god, talking about arenas. WWF several times. We went to SmackDown, went to Raw, we went to Backlash, and I'll never forget what you call it. My stepfather just straight up killed it. He told the seats we got were horrible. We were literally
Mhm.
behind the damn the damn what you call it, the stage where they walk through, and it was horrible. All the pyro shit is going off, and it was just horrible. We're like, we couldn't,
Pyrotechnics.
yeah, pyrotechnics and all this stuff. It was just horrible back there. So he goes in and talks to the security and seating, and next you know, we're like fucking 20 rows away from the. We went from nosebleeds to being 20 rows away from the ring.
That's cool.
Dude, that was pretty bomb ass. And I'm cheering, I'm yelling. I remember those days. I miss those days. Those were fun.
Yeah.
And I stopped watching wrestling, so yeah.
I wonder why the fan. We should do an episode on stadiums and WWE decline.
We had to invite Jordan for that one. I feel like he's a huge. Something tells me like he likes wrestling but doesn't like wrestling. Like he'll
Oh, it's
talk
his
about
his closet obsession. He doesn't talk about it to normal people.
it. Yeah,
But like if you ask him, he'll go off.
pretty much. I have a feeling he seems like one of those type of guys.
Interesting. That makes sense. I can see that.
So can I. Especially
Wonder, he better listen to all our episodes and have a comment for this, because if he doesn't, I'm gonna be pissed.
he does from every time on our Facebook. He always puts a like, and every now and then. So, Jordan, this is a shout out to you. If you don't have a comment on the bottom of this episode,
We're gonna be mad.
we're gonna be real pissed. And when we go to Boston, we're not inviting you. He's gonna be like, fine, fuck you guys anyways.
Yeah. Oh, I thought of this the other day, and this is about him. But homie, is very passionate about everything he does. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's so interesting how he hates the city of Boston. Never wants to live there. Never wants to be as far away in the countryside as he possibly can. And yet, when it comes to sports and everything else, Boston, he has like
The
some
biggest
love
hard-on.
and obsession. Yeah, and it's like he makes fun of Boston drivers. He like hates people from Massachusetts, and I'm just like, how do you still love Boston if you hate Massachusetts and like everything Boston stands for so much?
Well,
And it's because New Hampshire doesn't have any professional sports teams.
so he has to stick with one for him being a sports fan.
Yeah,
So yeah.
true.
So of course him being what is it? The Celtics, the Patriots.
Celtics, Patriots,
and
Red Sox,
and the Reds.
Bruins.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Jordan's. I don't think he ever had like a. He doesn't have a baseball side. He loves his base. He loves his basketball and his football. Never really heard him talk much about baseball.
Yeah, he likes to talk about it when they're good,
Of
not when
course.
they're bad. But the Red
Like
Sox have
just like he loves to
Red
talk about the
Sox
Patriots.
basically, yeah, the Red Sox basically copies the Dodgers formula, or the. Have you ever seen Moneyball?
No, but I heard about it and know about it.
So that's the like when the rise of like statistics and that sort of thing came about. That's when the Red Sox won their in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but then the Dodgers like followed that model like pretty soon after that.
Yeah. Well, I want to say I'm done with my end, sir. What about yourself?
That's yeah. This is a great place to wrap it up.
All right.
So Hank and I have been contemplating a way to end the show just for brevity and just to give some people maybe we aren't your favorite guys, but like if we do something that's cool, that's funny, that like you look forward to, we can get you to listen that way. So I'm always into trying new things. I know Tank really well. The idea I came up with is a dare. So each week we're gonna switch off. One person's gonna dare someone to do something. They get to decide what kind of evidence they want. And then yeah, we'll just talk. It'll give us something to talk about next week.
Okay.
So Tank, since I came up with the idea, I will let you go first. And if you need a second, take a second to come up with something good. Obviously, nothing illegal or dangerous
First
or
of all,
insane.
I wouldn't want you to say anything. Wouldn't want you to dare me to do something illegal or insane. Second off, it's very honorable of you to go first, and I appreciate it, sir.
Sure.
So, the thought I was thinking, it is kind of difficult. I was thinking about it for some time, especially that you told me, but I feel like with your LA roots and LA's persona
Okay.
of being real suave and cool, and what's more LA than joining a yoga class and wearing yoga pants? And the proof I want is a photo of you doing one of the poses in your yoga pants.
I don't know if they let you take pic. I've done yoga before, right? But yeah, if that's the one you want to start with, that's fine.
And then we're, of course, with your consent, posting it on the Facebook page
Yeah, of course,
and the Twitter
of course, of course.
feed. Oh man, I'm really hoping not to
I'm doing
regret
it.
this.
I'll do it.
I'm really hoping not to regret this. You're probably gonna hit me up with something stupid.
Yeah, like I'll tell you to do the exact same thing next week.
Oh god, I'm gonna have a sign that says I lost the bet. Now I gotta do this, dude. I'm a big guy, but I have some strong, muscular, toned legs and as my girlfriend
Yeah.
puts it, a very plumpy butt. She gonna
Yeah.
be real mad that I'm gonna have my butt cheeks out there like that.
Take her with you.
Yeah, she's gonna be the one taking. I need somebody to take the photo, and she's gonna be the one taking it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like she gonna do me wrong and not even take a photo. She's gonna take videos and just send them straight to you, and you're gonna be like, Melina, you just did one way better. Forget a photo. I like the videos instead.
Yeah. So okay, I got 1 week from today.
You got 1 week from today to come up with mines.
All right. I can do it.
Alrighty then. Well, this is the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Expect a photo of Mark in yoga pants strutting a yoga pose. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be hilarious. And with that said, you guys have a good night. And peace out till next time.
Till next time.